Warning, Operation Gamer contains graphic language, violence, and adult situations that may not be suitable for audiences under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised. So get off your lazy fucking ass and actually do some motherfucking parenting. Crystal Dreams Productions and TheNerdEmporium.com proudly present Operation Gamer Episode 1, I Hate Ninjas.
Fuck is this? Congratulations, Kevin. Today you'll be playing a retro video game for review. Don't worry, you won't be alone. You'll be working with one of our top field agents. But it's a Saturday! Who works on a Saturday? I wonder what douchebag they sent this time. Alright, I'm fucking coming. So, you're the field agent. So what the fuck are you supposed to be? Some kind of ghetto ninja? So what are we playing today? Action? Adventure? Hentai simulator? Fuck! Ninja Gaiden. I've heard horror stories about this game.
Ninja Gaiden, the bane of many gamers' existence in the late 80s. This is the game that separates the men from the boys. It's considered to be one of the hardest games ever to be released, and has the distinct accolade of being one of the first NES games to feature cutscenes in between stages, a practice that was unheard of at the time. In Ninja Gaiden, you play as Ryu Hayabusa, who most gamers of the current generation will know from the Dead or Alive series, and the Ninja Gaiden Reboot series. Ryu is out for revenge against the man who killed his father. As you progress through the game, you'll discover a sinister plot by a dark organization led by an evil sorcerer by the name of Jakio. Apparently, Ryu's father was in possession of a demon statue, which once brought together with an additional demon statue, has the power to resurrect an ancient evil that has been laying dormant for centuries. It's up to Ryu to put an end to Jakio's evil plot by any means necessary. Ninja Gaiden is your typical side-scroller action game. The objective of the game is pretty straightforward. You have to get from point A to point B by jumping, climbing, and slashing your way through various enemies, while also avoiding various pitfalls and obstacles in your path. The enemies in this game are straight out of What the Fuckville. You start off fighting against guys with katanas, and of all things, sheep with rabies. As you progress through the game, you'll encounter other random enemies like bats, cougars, grim reapers that throw crosses at you, and random boxers. When you get to the end of each stage, you'll face off against one of the level bosses, which have a set pattern that you need to figure out. The bosses, for the most part, are fairly easy to figure out, at least up until the 6th stage.
Fuck. Fuck! Fuck!
One of the elements that separates Ninja Gaiden from the rest of the games of its time is the ability to hold onto walls. In fact, this is a skill that's absolutely necessary to master in order to progress through the game's later stages. Another element that separates Ninja Gaiden from the rest of the games of its time is its insane difficulty factor. You see that life bar at the top of your screen? You might as well not even have one. In any given stage, you're bombarded by various enemies that just don't let up. To make matters worse, the enemies constantly respawn on screen, giving you virtually no time to recover. But that pales in comparison to the fact that getting hit in the air while trying to avoid a pitfall almost 99.9% of the time ends with you losing a life. This often happens thanks to the most vile, insidious, feared video game villain of all time. You want to know what's the most feared, vile, hated video game villain of all time? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. A fucking falcon. That's right. The most feared video game villain of all time is a fucking falcon. These flying bastards chase you all over the screen and literally wait for the opportunity to snipe you in midair over a pitfall. The only way to avoid these bastards is either to kill them or use a game exploit in which they fly directly off the motherfucking screen. The exploit, for all intents and purposes, is a glitch, but it's one that's absolutely necessary to master in certain stages where these fucking falcons are literally everywhere.
Fuck! You know what? Seriously. Fuck this game. It's fucking impossible to finish. You know what? Seriously. I'm done. I'm fucking done with this fucking piece of shit and your shitty ass game. I said I was fucking done. What the fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, not this disappearing shit again. You! Ninja Gaiden. I'm doing them. Yeah, son, I pity the fool. I pity the fool. Ah! Master, am I ready?
With that being said, Ninja Gaiden is a difficult game to beat. Fortunately, you're given infinite continues to use, and trust me, you'll be using them often. Any given stage will have even the most skilled gamer dying repeatedly for hours and hours at a time. If you're fortunate, or should I say patient enough to make it to the last boss in the game, you'll be given the ultimate fuck you if you die during the fight. Unlike other stages, where if you die at a boss fight, you're forced to start at the last checkpoint, this time around they throw you all the way back to fucking level 6-1. And expect you to start all the way from the beginning of the stage and make your way all the way through hell and back just to get back at this boss. To make matters even worse, there's 3 different bosses to fight. Fortunately, if you manage to defeat one of the bosses and then die on the you don't have to fight the boss you've previously defeated again. However, you're still thrown back to the beginning of fucking stage 6-1. To say the least, you have to be one very skilled and patient gamer to see the end credits of Ninja Gaiden, but it's a very rewarding experience to say the least. Ninja Gaiden has stunning graphics, epic cutscenes, an epic soundtrack, and a very challenging difficulty, which is often not found in video games currently out there. A gamer can't truly call themselves a gamer unless they've beaten Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden gets a 4 out of a possible 4.
I did it! 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 Master? Well, I guess he really was a ninja. A ghetto one. At least I'll never have to play another Ninja Gaiden game again. Ninja Gaiden 2?
Next operation. The King of the Monsters pays a visit to the gamer's apartment. Tears will be shed, blood will be lost, and shitty Godzilla games will be played. Next operation gamer, Operation 2, I Hate Godzilla.